ZJ. Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time viewer, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Channel's young, trying to grow it. I don't want nothing from you, I just want you to hit that button, subscribe, look at some of my other stuff. There'll be a lot of stuff to come, a lot of good stuff. So yeah, so today I'm going to be taking a look at Steelbook for the Rocketeer. Yes, the Rocketeer. Now the Rocketeer is a comic book character created by Dan Stevens. He created the character in 1982. The character has appeared sporadically since then in comic books. Not too many, you can probably count them on 2 hands and 2 feet. Yeah, he... More recently, the comics have been released through the independent company IDW, who've done 2 or 3 miniseries for the character. That was 2 or 3 years ago now, maybe more than that, maybe 4. I don't know, but it was quite recent anyway. Yeah, so the film itself was released here in the UK on August the 2nd, 1991. It had a PG rating and run for 1 hour and 48 minutes. It is a Disney film, but released through their subsidiary Touchstone Pictures, which is Disney. Yeah, but they sort of tended to do the more sort of, not so much the kiddie stuff, the older sort of films. I think Con Air was one of them as well. Anyway, so the film had a budget of 35 million and only made 47 million worldwide. So there may have been a profit in there for them. There probably was. It's one of them sort of forgotten films. Yeah. The film was directed by Joe Johnston. Now, a very famous director who you would have seen his work. So if you're not aware of who Joe Johnston was, I'll let you know. Okay, first off, he directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That was before this. This was his second feature film credit. So Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, great film, you know, very good. He then went on to direct, in no particular order, Jumanji, the first one, Robin Williams. Yep, a film that's loved by many. He directed Viggo Mortensen in the westerny film Hidalgo, which is about a race where Viggo Mortensen's a cowboy who races his horse across the desert in the Saudi desert. Very good film, worth watching. He went on to direct Jurassic Park 3. And he went on then to direct the first instalment for my favourite MCU character, Captain America. Yes, he directed Captain America: The First Avenger, and what a great job he did with it. Brilliant film. Sorely underrated, and you can see why when you watch The Rocketeer, because set during the same era, very, very similar sort of film in feel and style, and you know, so yeah. The film's music was composed by the great James Horner. Now, James Horner, a superb composer, Titanic, Battle Beyond the Stars, Star Trek 2. He's done a wealth of music, and it's all fabulous. Seriously, he was a great composer, one of the best. So, starring in the film, in the lead role of Cliff Secord, we have Billy Campbell. Now, Billy Campbell didn't make it as a famous actor or anything like that, but he has appeared in a lot of TV stuff. I do remember him in an episode of Star Trek and some other programme that I watched some time ago that I can't remember the title of, but there you go. His leading lady in the film, Jennifer Connelly. Now, we all know Jennifer Connelly. Yes. I recently reviewed one of her earlier films, Career Opportunities. So check that out. She looks fabulous in it. It's written by it's sort of a John Hughes film. John Hughes did have... Anyway, just watch it. Anyway. So it also stars Alan Arkin as Peavy. And Timothy Dalton as the film's villain, Neville Sinclair. Yes. Timothy Dalton, obviously. James Bond, Hot Fuzz, a wealth of other stuff. Yeah. Now, on Rotten Tomatoes, the film sits at 66% score and from critics and 65% from audiences. So, exactly spot on one another. On the lower side of fresh, but still a fresh film. Yes, it hasn't got the splat. So yeah, it is a forgotten film. But it's a great film. It's set during the latter part of the 1930s in Hollywood. Cliff Secord is like a wannabe stunt pilot who comes across a jetpack, top secret jetpack that he utilises. Alan Arkin helps him out, builds him the mask with the fin on top that enables him to steer when he's flying. There's German spies in it. There's you know, there's blimps. There's car chases. It's a fantastic film. It's really good. It's a very sorely underrated movie as well, but it's well worth your time. If you have seen it, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen it, you should go and watch this film. It deserves a remake now. It certainly does. I know there's been talk of it, but turning the main character into a female, why do you want to do that? Just stick to the source material. Although, to be honest, this film is very close to the source material. It really is. Dan Stevens, who wrote and created the character, has got a writing credit on the film. So it does stick very close to the original source material. It's a wonderful, wonderful film. Now, this is still sealed, so I am going to get to opening it right now. So, here we have it. So, as you can see, it's the front cover to the film. It's done in the style of sort of 1930s style sort of art. You know, it's got that sort of feel to it. It's a fantastic looking steelbook, as you can see. So let's open it up. Let's have a look. This is a UK release, obviously. I don't want to scratch it at all. This isn't a new purchase. I have had this for some time, but it has remained still sealed because I do have the Amaray for it, and that is how I'd usually watch it. But I'm opening it up so we can see what it's like. This is as fresh for me as it is for you. So it does have a J card, and luckily it's one of the J cards that they just sit in, which I like because I don't like the glue, don't like the stickiness. So there's a J card. There's a little box. There's the back of your J card. And there's the front of your box. It is embossed across the title. Yep, that's very nice. There's the side, your steelbook, and the back. Nice image on the back. Yeah, let's have a look on the inside. There we go, just a blue disc, but you know, nice image of the Rocketeer on the inside. The effects in the film are great. Obviously they're a little bit dated, but no, it still looks very, very good. It's a fabulous looking film. So yeah, so there's that. Let me do a quick comparison to the Amaray that I've got. Now the Amaray is actually sealed as well. So that's because I think I bought it and resold the opened one. Yeah, so that's the steelbook. I'll put that to the side for one moment. The reason I resold my original copy and got another one is because I wanted this slip cover. Fantastic looking slip, metallic there. It's one of the Disney steel slips that you can get on stuff. And that's your Amaray box, which I don't particularly like. That art doesn't really do nothing for me, but the slip just sets it off beautifully. That's a fantastic slip cover. So yes, so seriously, if this is a film you haven't seen, I highly recommend it. There's the Amaray, there's the steelbook, side by side comparison of the two. Great slip on that, like I said, and a great looking steelbook. I do like this film a lot. Yeah, it's a beautiful film. Seriously, you should go watch it. But yeah, so that was my opening for the Blu-ray steelbook. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, please consider subscribing, hitting the button down below. Leave me a comment. Hit that notification bell. It's right. Well, that's not it. That there is just an image I superimposed on the video. So don't hit that. Won't do nothing. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up always goes a long way. Yeah, so, but seriously, leave me any comments. I will get back to you. Check out my other stuff. there is more stuff to come, a lot of great content. This is Al. Hey Jay, getting away. I shall see you later. Take care, goodbye.